I made over $30,000 in a single month, basically just stealing other people's content, and I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. And I don't feel like wasting any time, so let's talk about it. And for any of my returning viewers, you guys know the drill. I'm going to show off a couple of my channels just so I can stop getting those comments that saying, hey, you're a scammer, you're just faking your stats, you know, these aren't real numbers, blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to show you the channels, I'm going to show you the numbers, and then if you still don't believe me, well, you're just a dumbass and you can keep scrolling. So first we have this channel right here that made me $11,000 in June. This is pretty much consistent with how much I make on this channel every single month. It will vary from like 9,000 to 11,000, sometimes more, sometimes less, but it's usually right around $10,000 a month, and that's been a consistent theme for around like 2.5 years now. So this channel, I know it's going to make me around $10,000 every single month. Regardless if I'm posting or not, it's probably going to stay around that because it's an evergreen channel. Now, I'm also going to do that dumb shit where I have to show you guys that's USD because some people still don't believe me. They think I'm changing it to like Jamaican dollars or something. So I'm not even going to refresh the page right here. Currency is USD. We're going to change it to this shilling shit. I don't even know what that is. And then as you guys can see, it refreshed to that. Now we're going to go back to this, change it back to USD, press save, 10,799. Then we're going to refresh the page just to take it one step further. And as you guys can see, oh, it is back to the shillings. See, I've never even done that before. I didn't even know that was going to happen. Then we're going to go back to USD, boom, $11,000. If you go in my comments saying this is fake or whatever, I'm literally going to lose my mind. But let's move on to the next channel. Then we also have this body cam channel that made me $17,700. Now, as you guys can see, this is 740% more than the month before that. And the reason for that is because this was a dead channel that got demonetized. I remonetized it, and then it started blowing up again because I basically just started posting it. It's that simple. As you guys can see, it was pretty much like no views. And then I got a couple of viral videos, and boom, it, it started taking off. And then I stopped posting, started posting again, boom, viral videos, making a lot of money, life is great. So that is another channel, 17,000 right there, 11,000 with the first channel. We're gonna keep on going though. We also have this channel that I literally didn't even post once on. This is a channel from a while back that I don't use anymore. I'm giving out to my private community, doing a little giveaway. That made me $1,200 in the month without ever doing anything. I didn't even look at this channel. So there's another $1,200 right there. And then we have another channel that I recently just started, and literally in the first month it made me $400. So just some extra change in my pocket. With that being said, I do have a bunch of other channels, but this video will be a lot longer and I'm not going to waste your time. So let's start talking about what exactly I'm doing and how I'm making all this money. So how exactly am I stealing people's content? And I don't know why I'm doing this, because I am stealing people's content. I'm just doing it in a way that's, legal, and I don't feel too bad because I am giving them credit, blah, 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 blah. So we're going to talk about it. First things first, I'm going to play a little 10-second clip for you guys off this video right here, just so you can understand what the heck is going on.
One kid tried to kick the trash can and got an unexpected lesson in pain. Then his friend tried again, and the trash can wasn't done teaching.
So basically that is called a compilation channel, and for any of my American viewers or people maybe overseas, I don't know, but you probably know the show Ridiculousness or America's Funniest Videos. That is pretty much what I'm doing. There's a commentary playing, and then there is a background footage or a clip that someone sent in or I found, and I use that clip in my video, and I make one long compilation video based off whatever topic I'm talking about. So in that video in particular, it was all about road rage clips. So I found a bunch of road rage clips. People sent in road rage clips as well, and that's what was being featured throughout my video. It wasn't any content that I made. It wasn't using any AI. I didn't, purchase any of these videos. I didn't, do anything like that. People sent in videos, and I also found videos and gave them credit. But we're going to talk about more of the credit portion of this in just a moment. But for now, I do want to show you one thing. So all of these videos right here are compilation videos. Now, they're usually around 20 to 30 minutes long, but what I do and what a lot of other big faceless creators do, and what I tell people in my private community to do, is to combine all these videos up and make a longer video. So 1 hour long, 2 hours long, 3 hours long. So what I did is this: 100 times entitled drivers got instant justice. As you guys can see, this is 3 hours long. And all I did was I combined this, and this into a one long video, and there's more videos obviously as well, and that made it a 3 hour long video. Now take a look. It only got 58,000 views because honestly this channel is not doing well this month, still making 10,000, but 58,000 views with $720 earned. And the reason for that is because the longer the video, the higher the RPM is going to be. So this is a $13 RPM, and that is not even that good. The engagement still isn't that high. It's only around 30 minutes. For a 3 hour long video, that's not very good, but is going to continuously go up just because my audience isn't used to 3 hour long videos. They're used to 20-minute videos, 30-minute videos. So this is continuously going to go up once it finds the correct audience, and it's going to continue making me money for years to come with around a $13 to a $15 RPM. So basically what that means is for every 1,000 views I get, I'm going to earn $13 to $15. So that is a big win. And for anyone doing compilation videos, I 100% recommend you combine them all together to make these long videos, not only because it's going to make you more money, but also because YouTube likes these longer videos. They want people to watch on their TVs, and they want you to be on YouTube for as long as possible. So if you're watching a 3 hour long video, they're going to be on YouTube pretty freaking long. Now let's talk about something I get a lot of questions for, and that is finding the best footage for these videos, for these compilation videos, or some of the other channels I'm going to talk about in just a moment. But for compilation channels, we're gonna do this. We always go to Reddit. Always go to Reddit and find these clips. Now the way I'm gonna do that is, first I need to know what my topic is, which is let's do road rage. So we're just gonna type in a road rage into Reddit and see what happens. From here we are going to go to communities, and first things first, we see this one right here, road rage with 40k members. That could be a good one if they are posting videos, and it does not look like they are. So we are just going to skip this one and go back and try to find a different one. And if you can't find any communities that match your specific, topic, then all we're gonna do is go to this, go to media right here, and then just find, some funny videos. And that is pretty much all you have to do. Like, these are all road rage videos. Now, people always ask, what are the best types of videos? Well, one, it has to match the topic. Two, you can't show any type of violence. If people are punching each other, that can't be shown. Or, well, it can be shown, but your channel won't get monetized. So a little tip for all you newbies out there, you can show these videos, expect it to not be monetized, but if your channel's not monetized already, it doesn't really matter. And people like these videos more, so they're gonna, watch longer, and they're gonna subscribe to your channel, and they're gonna say, thank you for actually showing these videos of people fighting. No other channel does that, so you can do that. You're gonna get some early engagement, and that's gonna help you out a lot. But then once you get monetized, obviously don't do that anymore. But I will say, don't show any super violent ones, where people are bloody, people are getting knocked out, anything like that, just because then your video might get age restricted, and you don't want that. So just avoid that for now. And then we just came across this community right here, and what we're gonna do is, one, it has a bunch of videos, so this is gonna work well. We're going to filter by top, and then we're going to go to this month. And we're gonna just look at these videos right here. And the reason we do that is because, one, the older videos that are from 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, they have a higher chance of being copyrighted, because usually these big companies come in and buy the footage from the creator, and then they just copyright anyone that uses it. But all these newer ones, you're not gonna have that issue. Plus, if they're ultra popular, like if I filter by top all time, most likely people have seen these videos before, so when they see it on another YouTube video, they're just gonna scroll by, or they're just gonna skip it or skip ahead to a further part of the video just because they've already seen the clip. So why are they gonna watch it again and again and again? Now, also another question everyone has is, how long can you play these videos that is safe for, not getting copyrighted? And once again, there's no special number for this. Everyone used to say back in the day, you can only play a clip for like 5 to 7 seconds. That's just not true. You can get copyrighted for a 1-second video, and you can get copyrighted for a 3-hour long video. With that being said, I always try to stay under 30 seconds for each clip. And the reason for that is just because if you use someone else's clip for, a super long time, then that could be considered reused content if you're not transforming it the entire video. And if you're doing that, if you are transforming the content for the entire video, like let's say I have this clip right here and it's a minute long and I'm talking throughout the entire thing, like there's a commentary being played, which there is right now, which I'm going to show you. Just take a listen. Actually, there's not.
Reckless driving from the car sent a scooter passenger flying just inches from disaster.
So obviously that commentary would have to play throughout the entire video to be considered transformative content. And if it's not, then well, YouTube's gonna demonetize your channel for reused content just because you're playing one clip that's not yours for the majority of the video. But if you're using multiple clips, you're not using one person, so therefore they just don't consider it reused content. So what I'm saying is use a bunch of clips, don't have them play for, you know, minutes long each. Maybe do like 30-second clips or 10 to 20-second clips, and then you're gonna be good to go. Have a commentary play for a good portion of it, but not the whole thing, like this one right here.
An idiot driver casually litters out the window until another driver picks it up and returns it. Direct delivery. Efficiency meets accountability.
So as you guys just saw, that was like a 10-second clip, and the first 5 seconds was commentary, and then after that we were using zoom in effects, sound effects, and other visual effects to transform the content, which is considered fair use. So basically, if they were to copyright that, we can appeal it saying it was fair use, and we can go down that whole rabbit hole. But if I were you, I would just look up what fair use means. Now for these videos in particular, you need to have a very good average view duration. A very good average view duration is probably anywhere from 40 to 50% view duration. So that means that once a viewer clicks on the video, the average that he's going to watch is around 40 to 50% of that video. So obviously, if you have a 10-minute video, you're aiming for every single person to watch that video for at least 4 to 5 minutes long. If you can do that, you're going to do very, very well on YouTube, and especially with a compilation channel. Now, of course, the thumbnails and the titles matter so much, but for these type of videos, you need them to continue watching because there's a lot of people in this niche. Pretty much everyone is using the same titles and thumbnails, so you need to stand out from having a very good video. And the way you're going to do that is 1, making your video longer, 2, understanding your audience. For this channel right here, we have an older audience, so we're not going to do any crazy editing. And when we first started this channel, pretty much all the videos were crazy, you know, TikTok brain rot editing, and we were not getting good views. I posted for a couple months and I didn't have any traction. I was getting a couple thousand views here and there, but then once I understood who was watching my videos, I transformed the content, and instantly that average view duration went up by like 20%. Instead of like 20% average view duration, we were getting closer to 40%, and then it just kept climbing and climbing. If you don't know your audience, just go into your analytics, go to this audience tab right here, scroll down until you find what you're looking for, which is age and gender. Now, as you can see, pretty much the majority of my viewers are very freaking old, and it is not a younger audience. So 13 through 17 is 0.8%, 18 to 24 is 7%, and then after that, it just keeps climbing up and up and up. So we have an older audience. They don't want these fast-paced edits. They want something slow, something a little funny, and something that they can just enjoy after work or just chilling on the couch or something like that. And they're going to be good to go. Now, if it was opposite, if it was a younger audience, you know, 13 through 17 watching my videos, I would do very fast-paced cuts. You know, I would do these flashy effects, you know, things to just keep their brain stimulated and keep them watching for as long as possible. So understanding your audience is pretty much all that matters when it comes to view duration. Not every niche needs advanced editing. If you have an older audience, you need simple editing, you need simple thumbnails, you need simple titles. But if you have a younger audience, then that's when things can get a little bit tricky because they're a little bit harder to keep watching. Now, just a little bit of a good etiquette that everyone needs to be doing is giving these creators credit. Basically, they're posting these videos, and if you're just stealing them without giving them credit, that is pretty scummy to do. Even if you give them credit, that doesn't mean that they can't copyright you. It's just going the extra, you know, mile to say, hey, thank you for this footage. We're gonna give you a shout out. If people want to go check out their socials, they can. If they don't want to, they don't have to, but give them credit. And the way I do this is put it in the bottom left right here, you know, wherever I found the video, I'm gonna put that logo. So obviously Reddit, we have the Reddit logo there, and then his username on Reddit. And we can do this for pretty much anything. So if it was Facebook, we have their Facebook name. TikTok, we'll have their TikTok name, etc., etc. And then also put their links into the description as well. If you do this, they're not gonna be as mad that you're using their clips, and sometimes they'll even be happy, and most of the time they will be happy that you're using their clips. So go and do that. Now, I know I just told you guys a lot of information, but there is a lot more that you can do. And that is why I built this private community where we have 180 members. Now, I'm going to say right off the bat, it is $34, but let me just keep talking a little bit longer and it might entice you. First things first, we have a full course. Everything I learned over the past 6.5 years is going to be in this course. You're going to learn everything from A to Z. So whether you're a beginner just starting out, or someone who already has a channel, or maybe even a successful channel, you're going to learn everything you need to do to take it to that next step. The community is very helpful, and most YouTube gurus are making you pay at least a couple $100 to a couple $1,000 just for the course right here. That's not even close to the only thing we have to offer when it comes to value. We also hold weekly calls where I go live, personally talking to you guys, answering any questions, talk about new policy updates, algorithm hacks I find, and just reviewing your channels in your videos. So that is very helpful as well. But where all the members find the most value, at least that's what they say to me, is the fact that I answer DMs one-on-one. So you can DM me at any part of the day and I will answer you very, very quickly and address your concerns, you know, answer any questions. If you want me to review your channel, I will do that. And I send a bunch of video reviews as well. So it's not just, you know, a quick message saying, hey, fix your thumbnails. I'm going to go in depth on it. I'm going to tell you what to change, where to change it, how to change it, and it's going to be a video review where I'm actually talking to you one-on-one, looking at your channel. Now I'm just going to show you a couple wins, and hopefully this might convince you to join. We have Valerie right here who just started their first ever channel, and they got 8.3 thousand views on their first video, and it's still climbing. I'm going to show you that channel. So as you guys can see, they posted their first ever video 7 days ago, and they already have 12,000 views, which has gained them around 200 subscribers. So they're well on their way of getting monetized, and they're going to make a lot of money. And this is a high RPM niche as well, so they're going to do very, very well. Then they also posted another 2 days ago with 4,000 views, and I'm helping them a lot with this process, telling them what thumbnails to use, you know, what titles to use, talking about their video editing, how to keep people watching longer, etc., etc. But that's just one person. I'm going to show you a couple others. We also have Matthew right here who posted his first ever video and it got over 1 million views, and now it's over 2 million views, and he's making thousands of dollars because he did just get monetized. And this was 16 days ago, so now he's doing really, really well. As you guys can see, 2.4 million views from his first ever video, 35K on his next, 76K on his next. He already is at 8,000 subscribers, and he's making some good money. If we just assume a $5 RPM, he's making over $10,000 his very first month. And this is his first ever channel after joining the community. I told him what niche to pick. I told him the topic. I told him the thumbnail style. Everything he did for this channel was learned from the private community. Now, like I said, it is only $34 right now to join the community. But when it does hit 200 members, we are increasing that price because I do answer everyone one-on-one. And if there's too many people in the community, it's going to be harder for me to answer everybody. So to keep it at a spot where I can answer everybody, help everybody, we want to stick around that 200 member mark. So we are going to increasing that price so less people do join. But if you do want to get in while it's $34, now is a chance. Click that link in the description, go in there. I'm going to DM you right away, right when you join, and we're going to get started growing your channel. So if you're serious about doing YouTube, you know, you want this to work for you, click the link in the description, go join it now. I'll see you guys in there.